Well, I think Google gives us a sense of false knowledge. We know we can go into Google and put in anything, and out will come a billion answers to any question. So we got the answer, but we got a billion of them. Yeah. And we can't find the one we really want. So that's why I feel now we live in a society that Google is important, but you have to know how to use it. You just can't use it to find information. And what we need now is more reliance on individuals who do this research every day. So if you're looking for something, the first time or whatever, and you don't know the landscape, Google, could get you into much trouble as as it may be able to help you. That's why I put together for every state, say, people to go to find how to get free research help. In other words, I charge for research services, but there are other people that don't charge. And these are organizations, either nonprofit or government organizations, that will do a lot of your research for you for free. So in other words, to me, there's some place to go before Google or after you get so frustrated with Google that you don't have a decent answer. So let's go through the list here that I put together. And I have special reports that people on Let's Go Help give out, but you could just if you're listening to this video separately and you're not a member, it'll tell you where to go. And you don't need the reports if you really just want to use the service. Now I got to get this thing to work. Come on, there we go. Well, the first one I have here is what's called your Small Business Development Center. And this is really more professional kind of information. But any way that you want to make money out of your home, you want to be a freelancer, you want to start a nonprofit, you want to work on an invention, you want to be a gig economy person, you want to invest in real estate. These are places you could get free help and research. Okay. So all these services are free for that. Marketing help, finding money, everything. It's an incredible service. I found out about it a long time ago and used it for my Fortune 500 clients. I'd go to these offices, get all this for free, and then I'd sell it for thousands of dollars to my clients. So now the average person should know about this because they're spending for them. And also I have videos here of people who work there and how to use them and things like that. And even how to get out of debt. If you have a business debt or something, they've been wonderful for that. So you have that. Now, the next one here is the 211.org. This is a national organization that is run by, oh gosh, why can't I think of it? Big nonprofit organizations. You know who I mean. If it comes to my head, I'm an old guy. I forget a lot of stuff. But they have a database of really nonprofit organizations and government offices that give free services and money on everything. Now, it varies between where you live and everything, but it's a national one. You go to 211.org, put in your zip code, and they'll take you to the local one. And there you can do anything from, money to pay your bills or get a job or have somebody shovel your sidewalks, all kinds of services that are really in every community, but people don't know because these people don't advertise. The people who are going to shovel your sidewalks for free, you never find them in Google. The people who give you $10,000 to train for a new job because they're a nonprofit, want to help the community, you'll never find them in Google because Google charges money and they don't have money to pay Google to find them. So that's why 211 is a great thing. Now, the other thing that, now here's an example of how this fellow calls 211 and need an emergency, got $700 from a nonprofit organization to do an emergency. So that's a kind of help. Now, there's another 211 called findhelp.org. This is a nonprofit organization. 211 has been here since I've been alive. Findhelp.org is a new kid on the block who helps nonprofit organizations do community work and stuff like that. And they have this database that's free for everybody. And this is pretty good, actually. So I would use both. It's the same thing as 211. Whatever you're looking for in 211, you could also find here. And it's through the organization. They may have some that don't have, they're both free. So use them both. That's the way to use these things. Here, your library. People forget how good libraries are, man. These people, call them before you call me or anybody else. Man, the research libraries, they even have book a librarian. So you get an appointment to have a librarian. Now, they're answering questions in the community every day. See, the reference librarian there, if someone's looking for a scholarship or something, they're going to the librarian. So they know sources and they know your community better than someone like me, a professional researcher that's out and doesn't live in every little city in the United States. That's where you go. And so you contact the library. Every library has research services, and whether it's online or text or whatever, every library is a little different. And actually, they'll even do, depending on library, here's a video here of how they'll even help you set up, make money on the internet. That's right. And they do things like that because they're helping people get information. And then I have some other videos of librarians who explain their services. Now, another thing at the library, there's grants you could get. They have databases for grants. Some of these databases, if you go to grantstoindividuals.org, there's big databases from the Foundation Center and that will help you find grants from nonprofit organizations that give grants. There's like 1 million nonprofit organizations. I think it's more than that now, but their database of people give it out is 140,000. Now that database costs a lot, but if you go to the library, you could get it for free. So that's important. So they could find nonprofit databases. See here, it's $199 outside the library. Inside the library, it's free. Also, but there's another option to this. It's called GuideStar. And that's a trimmed down version of almost the same information that you could use at home. And it's also in the library. What's nice about going to the library is these research librarians who use this database and help people all the time will help you be able to use it better than if you're sitting at home and use it. Now, one of the databases you can't use at home, the other database you can use at home, okay? But what happens, you get an expert. Usually most libraries have an expert that specializes in finding grant money. Okay, here's another source of free help. Your local county cooperative extension service. They're just wonderful. They'll help you with family finances, homeschooling, want to sell sandwiches out of your kitchen and be a food-related business. Yeah, you want to make money in your backyard selling vegetables, help you all that kind of stuff. They're just wonderful. Or how to get rid of groundhogs in your backyard or whatever. They're just wonderful. They even free financial services. So that's something that people don't realize. And actually, here's a woman I interviewed who has they develop a course on how to make money with food at home. Yeah, so that's good. Okay, here's another free source. It's called the County Veteran Service Officers. County Veteran Services Officer. They're in every county, and they get like twice as much money for veterans than anybody else who helps veterans. So they're wonderful. So you find them. Now, so don't forget, all these people do free research for you. And that's cool. I think it's wonderful. So make sure you know about these things. Okay, here, credit counseling, debt counseling, buy a house, anything to do with money. HUD gives grants to local nonprofit organizations as credit counselors. Everything. They're mentors, credit mentoring. Don't go on Google and find them because the people, they're going to charge you money one way or another. They say they don't, but they will because they have to pay Google. So some way they will. All these people are free. So if you're looking to buy a house, fix up a house, you have credit problems, you want to fix up your credit, all these kind of issues, debt, what do you do with that? Hey, people are, saying you're going to go to jail. Okay, this is the kind of help you get free. You know, and there's thousands of these all over the country that get grants from the government to help you for free. There's videos of one of a sample of the experts. These are wonderful people that do this. Also, what is important, there's help for nonprofits. There's free help. Usually every state has a special library maybe in the state, or there's somebody in the governor's office that just helps nonprofit organizations get government contracts or funding elsewhere, whatever, just for nonprofit organizations. So if you don't have one of these reports, call the governor's office and ask them, hey, where can I get help for my nonprofit? Usually every state has them, or you call the library in your state capital. They would probably also be able to tell you. Okay, what? Okay, here's another one for seniors. There's a special clearinghouse just for seniors. See, all these clearinghouses, they've done this research. They do this research on your topic every day of the week, probably for 20 years, some of these people. So they know this stuff. You're going into it first, call them. Like anything to do with elder care. You got to take care of grandma, or you're over 50 or 60 yourself. Hey, how do I buy this insurance nonsense? Elder care locator. That's what it is. It's 800 number, and it hooks you up to local people who are experts in that and does the research for you for free. They know it. How do I get paid to take care of grandma at home? Because I can't work anymore. That's the kind of help you want to know about. And again, what they're doing, all these free sources, they're also good. Maybe they don't have the answer themselves. They could point you to where the answer is. So it's better than going and getting 100 billion websites on taking care of grandma that you don't know what the hell to do. Call somebody like this. All these things require the phone. You're going to get a hell of a lot more out of the phone than just wasting time going around in Google circles. Okay, the other thing is your elected official. Now, these are a gold mine. Not only getting government grants they help you with, and you have like two federal senators, you have a federal congressperson, and then you have state elected officials, and they know the government. See, what they can do, I show you how to find your local people, is like here's a grant guide order form. This is from an elected official. You want a grant, okay? You call the elected official. He's got an order form. It's like a drive-through window. Oh, what do you want a grant for? Are you a faith-based organization? You're looking for a grant for, general grants, or you want food grants, or you want fire and emergency service grants? You want small business grants, senior service grants? Just check off here, and we'll help you out. Wow. Who would have thought? But the services that elected officials, particularly in the government, have are just incredible. They help you get in the naval academies. They help you. They do casework. You have a problem, you call them. You can't get money. You're going to lose your house. You're going to lose this, or you have trouble. Call them. That's what they do. Caseworkers. See right there in the top. What they do is work with problems of people have problems financially or otherwise, and they do it for free. Right. You're going to call a lawyer, an accountant, or something like that? No, because also, see, the elected officials can call a government office in their back door number. You and I have to go in the front door. All these elected officials have backdoor numbers to call everybody, and these bureaucracies answer their questions quickly because that's who pays their bill. The elected officials vote on the bureaucrats getting money next year. So that's why the bureaucrats want to please the elected official. We're just croutons in life. That's right. Use the power source. They have the power over there. Lesko Help member wrote the other day, said, God, she couldn't get a check from the IRS and called, waiting on hold. All kinds, called their senator. The next day she gets a call from the IRS. It wasn't the head of the IRS. It was somebody that straightened it all out, and she got her money. Yeah, that's the kind of power they have. So casework. They have business with the federal government. You want to get government contracts, okay? They do that. Opportunities for students, internships, the academies, to get that. In the Senate Page program, Congressional Appointment Challenge. I have no idea. Oh, that's an app challenge. I thought that was an appointment. No, Senate Page program. Capitol tours and the press gallery. You want to come to Washington? Call your elected official. They'll hook you up with great tours, all for free. Congressional art competition. White House tours and other sites. See, you're going to make a visit here, call your elected official. They'll hook you up with all this. Congratulations, you're flown over the Capitol. Presidential greetings. How do you like a Christmas card from the president? Or your grandma's 80th birthday. See, that's the kind of stuff. So all these people are, this is like a half a dozen places that you have access to that will do research for you for free. Man, that's right. Google will just get you in more trouble than you think, and you're going to spend a lot more money that you don't have to.